Hi, today I'm going to show you my favorite blushes, bronzers and highlighters for 2018. So, surprisingly, my absolute favorite, the top #1 product, was not one I anticipated at all. I didn't expect to like it at all. I thought it was one of those brands that I hadn't really heard about, brands that I hadn't really used. It looked iffy to me at first, and I wasn't going to be a huge fan. I thought it would be cheap, it would look cheap, it would feel cheap, there would be no pigmentation. All wrong. I shall never assume again. So, yeah, I say that every time. So, this is HD Brows, or High Definition Brows. It is the Contour and Color Pro palette. It came in my Look Fantastic Beauty Advent Calendar, which I've unboxed here. You can also see that in the description box below. Now, this is made in the UK. Are you listening to this, Anastasia Beverly Hills? The glow kits are made in China. And this is what it looks like. Oopsie, sorry about that. Inside. So the reason I love this so much, these are all matte. And there's every shade you need for contouring. And this is a matte blush over here. A nice pop of peach there. And these two are very subtle. This one's a bronzer and this one's a highlighter. Very subtle as well. Not much, by way of shimmer, not mad, not in your face. Just as I like it. Now, this is a beautiful daily use palette for me, and I've been reaching for it almost every day once my Look Fantastic Beauty Advent Calendar came and I unboxed it. Absolutely lovely products. Pigmentation massive. This one you need to use with a very light hand because it's a very, very strong contour product. And Look Fantastic had said that this was worth £60. And I didn't really believe that at first. As I told you, I was very iffy about it at first. I thought, no, I haven't even heard of this brand. It can't be 60 quid. And then I used it and I realized why. And each time I use it, I actually get compliments. And for the first time, I actually feel that my cheekbones have some definition. Or, I can actually see my cheekbones. Or my cheekbones look existent now. So I'm very, very pleased about that. And I love that these are all matte. The blush is matte as well. Very, very difficult to find a lovely peachy matte blush without oodles of shimmer spoiling it. The bronzer has very subtle shimmer as well. It's not fully matte, but it's more, satiny. It's not very shimmery in your face. And the shimmer that is there is a bit golden. I'm sorry, I can't swatch it for you right now. I hit Marks and Sparks last weekend, and this dress was on sale. And for me, if a dress is black, if it is a shirt dress, that is, full button closure right to the bottom, right to the legs. And it's fairly comfortable when you wear it. Then I've got to have it no matter what. So, and even worse, I decided to wear it today. So it's full sleeved, no space at all for swatching, and I can't pull it back either. Sorry, you'll have to wait another. I'll try to swatch it another time maybe when I do my next FOTD and feature this one. So I actually did a makeup look with this. That was in the Look Fantastic Beauty box of November. You can see that over here. So I am wearing this one. Beautiful product there. And possibly my all-time favorite contouring palette as well. I never thought I'd say that because contouring palettes are very, very difficult to work with. And unless you're very used to it, unless you're very proficient, unless you're very handy and steady with a brush. I'm not. I'm klutzy. I failed art in school. They kicked me out of art and craft classes by the time I reached high school. My drawing teacher hated my guts. It was mutual. So I failed needlework for that matter. I'm not, a handsy person. So this one is very, very easy. It should probably be called, the easiest contouring kit to work with. The, contouring for dummies rather. And these two mean that you have the option of highlighter, or they can serve as all-over face powders as well. According to the palette itself, these three are intended as all-over face powders for various skin tones, and you should mix them up according to whatever your skin tone is. I can't be asked. I've got all-over face powders by the dozen. And I prefer Shiseido, that's my absolute favorite. I also like Laura Mercier setting powder very much. So these I use as highlight and contour products. This is a good all-over face powder for me, that said. So there's that. Another product that also came in the Look Fantastic Beauty Advent Calendar that I really love is the Illamasqua highlighter. This is the Beyond Powder highlighter, and the shade that I got is DT. Again, I have worn this in my unboxing video of the Look Fantastic Beauty box November. Now, this is blinding white, I know that. And you're wondering how on earth is this possibly going to look good on my skin tone. Surprisingly, it does. And the other good thing about this is you're probably, not going to be able to see this. The sun's over there, but it's not working really. I think there are clouds today. So this is holographic, and that is why it works. It's holographic and it's not very opaque. Hang on. That's what it looks like. And that's why it works well for me. So blend it out very lightly. It gives a nice holographic sheen right to the tops of your cheekbones, which is lovely. And that's why that's included in this post. The third highlight and contour product is the Huda Beauty 3D Highlighter Palette. Confession, I do not like this as much as I like the high definition one. This is alright, it's a good one. I wouldn't, write it off at all. And this shade is called Golden Suns. Now, what I really like about this is that it has everything you need and is ideal for travel. There's a bronzer, there's a blush, there's a highlighter, there's two highlighters actually. So everything you need for travel. What I don't really like is that there is no proper contouring powder. I would have liked a matte contouring powder to sort of create a bit of a hollow here. So that's not there in this one, which is why it is rated behind the other one that has a bronzer as well as a contouring powder, dedicated contour powder, and a blush and a highlighter. So rather than two highlighters, I would have liked to see a proper contour powder here. Now, the other thing that I dislike about this is that this one is a cream product, a cream highlighter, which I absolutely hate beyond comprehension. Cream products look bad on my cheeks. They exaggerate my, they sort of act as a beacon to all my pitted acne scars. I'm resuming scar revision now. I've got a new derm for this. So we've started with laser rather than microneedling RF. She says she'll also teach me to do my own derma rolling after that, which is very cool. She's this chum, rather than, doctor person, which I really like. And she's absolutely gorgeous. I think I have a girl crush on my dermatologist now. Anyway, so this is a cream product. As I said, cream products, bad idea on me. Exaggerate pores, exacerbate pitted acne scars, make my face look even more greasy than it is, and I don't really need any help in that department. Thank you very much. So not a fan of that. The other three products I like, which is why I'm saying this should have been chopped out and a contour powder included instead to make this a complete palette. That said, it is called a 3D highlighter palette, which is probably why they wanted a cream highlighter and a powder highlighter, not a contour palette. So that makes sense, just being very nitpicky here. The next two products are not, exactly blushes, bronzers, and highlighters as such. The first one that I'm going to talk about is an all-over face powder. It is something that I've coveted for a very, very, very long time indeed. Although it is an all-over face powder, it is not, a foundation, it is not a color product, it is not a setting powder either. What it is a blurring powder, softening powder, finishing powder, rather than a setting powder. It's a finishing powder. And what it does is that it softens your face, it blurs a little bit, it creates, light deflection, light reflection properties, whatever the technology term for it is. It has those light deflecting properties, and therefore it blurs a bit, softens. So this is very, very ideal if you have any kind of texture on your face, acne scars, pores, start of fine lines. I can actually wear this over a tinted moisturizer or SPF alone and look all right. I don't have to worry about acne scars as much. Now this is, in case you haven't noticed, found out from the packaging, is the Guerlain Meteorites Pearls, and my shade is 4 Golden. Feel Unique kindly shipped out a replacement, and that is what I've been using. This is what they look like. Sorry, powder's flying up a bit instead. And the good thing is, if you feel that this is a bit too bronzy, you can take out a few of those brown pearls. If you feel that it's too light, you can take out some of those purple or violet pearls. If you feel that it's too pinkish, you can take out those pinky red pearls. So it's very versatile. There is a very, very, very mild micro shimmer, but that's all right. It's barely noticeable. So this is a product that I will never be without. I don't care what the price is, I don't care what happens. It's absolutely brilliant. It is worth every bit of the hype. As I told you, it softens the face beautifully. Another product that's very, very similar to this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. Again, a very softening powder. I like this slightly, it's different. It's less shimmery. The Guerlain one has more micro shimmer than this one. Again, Guerlain is very subtle, not in your face at all, barely noticeable shimmer. This is even less noticeable shimmer. This though does have a mild sheen rather than a shimmer. I don't know how to explain it. There's more of a, a veil, right? That's a better word. A little veil over your face. Again, it softens your face, blurs imperfections, does the job very well. Reflects light, deflects light, has all those properties, massive technology. No other brand, apart from Guerlain and Hourglass, have managed to achieve this with their powders. No other brand that I know of. The hype is real, people. These two powders are worth every bit. And I can't get over how perfect they are. So I liked Hourglass Dim Light so much that the next product that I'm going to show you was purchased purely because of that. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4, the Holiday 2018 special release from Hourglass. So I know a lot of people are saying that, these are not worth the money and they're very tiny. So let's just compare sizes very quickly. So this is the individual product and this is the whole palette. This is 1 shade and this is 6 shades. So yes, size-wise, yes, there is a problem. However, I'm never going to finish a whole thing. I'd rather have different products. And the reason I wanted this is it also has blushes and bronzers. And according to Emmy Diane, Acne Guru, Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush is very, very acne safe. And I wanted this for travel. So I'll just open it and show you what's inside. This is what's inside. So this is the lovely dim light, which I can use for travel. This one is, diffused light, which is good as an under eye setting powder for me, the perfect under eye setting powder. Now, I know it looks white, but it does, fit on my skin tone somehow or the other. So I have used it in my under eye area right now in this video. So you can see that, my under eyes aren't exactly colored completely differently. If anything, you can still see dark circles. And this one is a strobe powder highlighter, obviously, euphoric strobe light. What I don't like about this palette is that this is very, very shimmery. And once you use it, once you put a brush on it, shimmer gets all over all of the others. And those are not as shimmery. These two are not shimmery at all. So that's one of the things I don't like. This one is a bronzer. This is the filtered bronze light. This is a blush, luminous glow, and this is a strobe blush, euphoric fusion. Again, this one is very shimmery. So this blush is also a bit much on my skin tone. This is nice. It reminds me of Dim Infusion, which is my absolute favorite blush from Hourglass, or absolute favorite blush of all time. Very subtle, beautiful coral blush on me. So this is what Dim Infusion looks like, this one. And this one is Luminous Glow. You can see they're very, very similar there. Nice subtle pop of coral. This blush is a bit much. Again, very, very shimmery. So what happens is if you use either of these, you get powder, the shimmer all over the other 4 shades in this palette, which is something that I didn't really love about this palette. That said, it is perfect for traveling. The bronzer is lovely. This blush is lovely. This dim light, obviously, I've told you about dim light, my absolute favorite. And this is diffuse light, which is nice for the under eye area. So that's the Ambient Lighting, Volume 4. The last product, sorry, this is very last minute. I'm flying home on Tuesday and I did some last minute shopping. This wasn't even on schedule. I actually shot the video earlier with another product. So this is very last minute. This is a last minute find and I absolutely love it. I am wearing it right now. This is the Bobbi Brown Highlight and Glow Highlighting Powder Duo. And it's from their recent fall holiday collection. You'll have to excuse the lack of background as well. My Amazon curtains have all gone in for laundry. And the palette looks like this. Now, is that not the prettiest thing you've ever seen? And these are the colors inside. They're called Bear Glow and Opal Glow. I think I've got them wrong. This one's Bear Glow and this one's Opal Glow. I'm wearing Bear Glow right now. So this was a last minute find, as I said. It was completely unscheduled. And the moment I saw this part, I had to have it, obviously. And I did swatch the colors within the store and they were fantastic. I'll just swatch them for you very quickly. So Bear Glow first. That's Bear Glow. As you can see, this is the right highlighter for my skin tone. Now let's do Opal Glow next. Opal Glow is more rose gold. It's at the bottom. The one on the top is Bear Glow and the one at the bottom is Opal Glow. Both, very flattering on my skin tone. This is very heavy-handed. On my face, I'm wearing these. That is Bear Glow with a much lighter hand. So, one last time. So that's why I had to have that one. I don't know if it is still available. It's sold out in a good many places. It costs $65. So those are my favorite blushes, bronzers, highlighters, all over face powders, finishing powders of 2018. I'm trying to keep all of the favorites down to 6. That's not going to happen, I can assure you. We're probably going to lose track right over the eyeshadow palettes, definitely. So, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do tell me what your favorite blush, bronzer, highlighter, face palette, finishing powder of 2018 has been. I would love to know. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up and please do hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell and I'll speak to you soon.